Hello, everyone. Caren here, and welcome to the Author Spotlight. I welcome guests from all across the globe who entertain, wow, and excite us. And today is no exception. So, whether you're here live or on replay, make sure to say hi in the comments. Today's show is brought to you by Online Authors Office, and we thank them. Today, I am welcoming Victoria Dang to the show. As a self starting entrepreneur with a master's in education and international teaching, and as a first time mom, Victoria decided to share her stories and wisdom with mothers across the globe. She is the CEO and founder of GoMomShe.com, a platform for moms where they can learn and find support with each other. She firmly believes that being a mom entails a lot of sacrifices, but the role itself should not overshadow your own happiness and identity. So, without further ado, I bring in Victoria to the show. How are you, Victoria?
Hi, I'm so excited right now.
Well, I'm more excited than you are. I'm not sure. I am so excited for you to be on the show. First of all, we're going to be talking about your book, and I'm
Yes.
just kind of picking it up. You've got your copy there too. It's an awesome book. It's an awesome book, and we're going to tell people how they can go pick up a copy of it
Thank you.
as we go through the show. So this is your first book, right?
Yes, it's my first book.
So tell me about the process. How long did it take you to write this book?
I think it took me around 4 months to finish the book, but the process took me around to come up with a publishable book. It took me around 8 months because in the middle of the journey I contracted COVID, so I stopped for like a month.
Oh my
Me and my
goodness.
son got COVID, so but I was on the middle of finishing the book. That's why if you got the copy of my book, you'll see for the last few pages of the book I wrote down my COVID story in this book because it also entails my journey as a mother. Because you know how hard it is to be with your son when you're
I
sick.
did.
You know,
I,
how are you going to take care of a little human being if you can't even take care of yourself? So I
I
was in a very vulnerable position at that time,
mhm.
which tested my skills as a mother and my personality as a mom and also as an individual. So yeah.
Well, and that makes you very much an expert to have written this book. I'm glad to see that you are healthy and
Thank
that
you.
everyone's okay. You graduated cum laude with a degree in foreign service major in diplomacy, and you just recently finished your MED in international teaching. First of all, wow, congratulations! That both quite accomplished. But how did you go from that to writing your bestseller? Because you're a bestseller, by the way. By the way, she's a bestseller. Very cool.
Thank
So was that a
you.
big transition? I mean, being in school, getting your degrees, cum laude, doing all of that, and now you're a best-selling author. What was that like making the transition?
It's actually pretty smooth because at first I'm in that position that I don't really know what to do with my life. I've been trying many careers. I've been a flight attendant. I've been in customer service. I've been a dance teacher. You know, I've tried many things in my life, but writing is something that I felt very passionate about, and I'm so lucky to find it at this age. And being a mother actually helped me realize my passion. So yeah,
So, how old is your little one right now?
he's 15 months old.
Oh, it's a great age. That is such a great age. So, one of the things that when I got information on you, you say that you're a product of a rags to riches story. So, let's talk a
Yeah.
little bit about that. What does that mean?
So when I was 12 years old, my father died, and my mother. I have a twin brother, and I have two more other siblings.
Hmm.
And my mom is the only one who tried to raise us, the four of us. Made us go to school. Dress us up, and so it's like that. So we're depending fully on my mom's family. So that is something that actually inspires me to do better in school, to do better in my life. So I'm not really like I didn't come from a rich family. I come from
Mhm.
a pretty average, poor, pretty average family. Maybe I should say that because in college I have to do a lot of gigs. Be a dance teacher on the side,
Right,
be a model on the side, be a brand ambassador on the side. Doing some gigs just to come up with my allowance for the week. So
right.
I live day by day when I was in college until I graduate, and I actually um, studied very hard to get the scholarship. That's why I graduated cum laude. That's how
Understood.
hardworking I was to to survive the
So,
life.
is your mom an inspiration? I would assume your mom was an inspiration.
Of course, she's an inspiration. She actually taught me some others' perspective when it comes to motherhood. She helped me a lot during when I transitioned from being pregnant to being a mom to be an actual mom. So that's very challenging.
Mhm.
She helped me through some tough times. So yeah.
So, why did you decide to write this book? I mean, with all of your education and everything else, what made you decide that I'm going to write, but I'm going to write this book on motherhood? What was that deciding factor for you?
It's because I took it from my experience.
Hmm.
When I became a mother, I felt alone. I felt like I needed some people to listen to me. I felt like I need some encouragement. And
Hmm.
because of what's happening around the world, people stuck at home, people can't see each other. So
Right.
people rely on books. People read a lot online. So what I thought, that's why I thought about writing this book in order
Hmm.
for my story, for my message and real problem and real solutions to be out there to well with the hope that I could inspire and help other momshies around the world. So yeah.
So I'm going to put up a copy of the book right here so people can
Mhm.
see it while we're chatting. So you decide you're going to write this book. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Victoria Dang. She's the author of the international bestseller, Go Momshi. So let's first talk about the title. What the heck is a momshi?
Yeah, I've been saying momshi many times, but I haven't even explained what the meaning of it. Okay, so momshi is an endearment here in the Philippines. It's literally means mom,
Ah.
but we use it here in the Philippines to call out to call or to refer to our best friends, for example,
Hmm.
even though you're not a mom yet. If you're my close friend, for example, hey mom, she what's up, like that. So it's
So it's an
like an
endearment. It's like
endearment.
an
Yeah, it's an
endearment.
endearment. Yeah.
Totally an endearment of that.
Yeah.
So you decided to call the book Go Momshi. So
Mm.
is this really it's a calling, it's a call to action for moms?
Yes, it's actually it's like a cheerleader. It's the
Ah.
book symbol. It's like I want the book to be the cheerleader of moms, to push them and to encourage them to do whatever they want for themselves and for their family. That's why it's go momshi. It's like go momshi, you can do that.
So you're the cheerleader. You are
Yes.
the cheerleader. So
Yes.
obviously, we've talked the main focus of the book is for moms and raising kids. When somebody opens the book, what are they going to see in there? Tell me what they're going to see in there.
So the book is full of my authentic experience as first time mom. At the
Hmm.
first page, you'll find it funny because it's all about my experience and me being naive and being like shocked with all the experiences that I've saw firsthand. So you might laugh about it, but then at the end of the in the middle of the book, you'll realize the realizations that I had when I encountered those problems, and
Hmm.
also the real-time solutions. It's also a journal, by the way, because
Oh,
mm-mm,
okay.
so you can write down your feelings, because I believe in the power of journaling, because writing down your thoughts and feelings down, it could help you create a wiser decision. It's a self-help book because I know how hard it is to be a first-time mom or to be a mother in general.
Right. Right.
And sometimes we need to fill our minds with positive thoughts, encouraging words. That's why this is a self help book for momshies out there to realize the goodness of motherhood journey. That even though life can be tough, there's always a rainbow after the rain, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
Always. I mentioned when I was introducing you that you're the CEO and founder of the of GoMomshi.com, and it's a platform for moms where they can learn and find support for each other. So it's not. This is not just a book. This is a movement.
Mm-mm.
So if they
Yes,
go
it
to
is.
if they go to this platform, what are they going to find there?
So they can find them. They can find my contact details in that website, and I also have a Go Mom She support group on Facebook, wherein they can join freely. So they
Nice.
can, because Go Mom She is a book for moms who are looking for encouragement, looking for positive words, we're looking for those moments that they need in order to move forward to their life. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm there. I'm
You're
gonna be
there.
in the website. I'm gonna be in my Facebook group. So feel free to reach me out anytime.
And we're going to show everyone how to do that in just a second. Is there a second book coming out? Are you going to be writing another book?
Yes, of course. There's a second book coming up before the baby number two.
You heard it here first before the baby number two.
Yeah.
You already have an idea as to what you're going to be writing?
So far I'm in the process of my self-reflection
Hmm.
and observation. So I haven't really decided what's gonna be, but for sure it's all about motherhood. Or
So
maybe,
you're
you
going to
know,
stay on that theme. You're
for
going to stay.
motherhood.
Got,
Yeah.
got it. Totally get it. So, do you have any like interesting quirks when you're writing? Do you do something that's like a little unusual? I've had authors on here and they say that they have a particular thing sitting on their desk, and as they're writing, they only write X amount of words a day. Is there something that you do that's your routine when you're writing?
I think what I always do before I write
Hmm.
is I always connect with myself, look
Hmm.
around, because I cannot write if it's not real
Right.
and if it doesn't personally affect me. So once I feel connected with that situation, that's the time that I feel inspired and connect. So if there's something that I do when I'm writing to get me inspired, maybe uh, I have to hug my how to go my inspiration, which is my baby.
Your
So
baby.
yeah. So if, for example, I'm writing and I feel like, shucks, I don't know what to do or what to write anymore. I'm running out of ideas or words. So I'll have a like 5 minutes break, and then I just want to see his face and hug him. And I was like,
And
yeah,
pinch his
okay,
little cheek,
yeah.
right? I get it. My babies are not babies anymore. My youngest is just turning 36. So I remember those times, but not really because it's so long ago. But I do remember wanting to like, pinch those cheeks because they were only that young for a certain amount of time. You mentioned something, that when you don't have the words and you need some inspiration, you go hug your little one. Do you ever
Mm-mm.
get writer's block?
Sorry. Oh yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
ever
The
have writer's
writer's
block?
block. Yeah, I
So
have it many times. Yeah. But then my mentor, who's like the OAO, Miss Pash. Every time I'm having a writer's block, I always talk to her. I always talk to my husband. I was like, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't think this is the right
right,
path for me. I always doubt myself, and so that's why you need some people in your life to give you some information, to give that reality check.
right, right.
You know, yeah.
And
So that's what I do.
OAO, the online authors office, she's great. Miss
Mm-mm.
P is great. Pashmina is awesome. And if you're listening and you're saying, I have a book inside of me, this is a great organization to reach out to. They can help you. They can motivate you. They can be there for you because this is not a journey you want to take alone. Would you agree?
Yes, no, it's quite hard.
You need people in your back pocket, cheering you on. We've talked about a couple of things, and I'm going to put some information up. You can go over to Victoria's website at victoriadang.com, and you can see all the contact information and the journal, the stuff, the information that you can use while you're on this journey of being a momshi. You can also check out your podcast, which is on Spotify, the Go Mom She podcast. What is that? What is the podcast about?
So, what I do in my podcast is I interview momshies around the world to talk about their authentic experience as well. Because in my book, I talked about my authentic
Right,
experience, and I want to hear other momshies' experiences too. That's why I created this platform to share,
right.
different journeys that could shed some hope and light to other momshies who are listening to us on Spotify.
I think that's wonderful. And Spotify is a very cool place to have a podcast. So congratulations to you for
Thank you.
that. You're also on Instagram at Go Momshi. There's going to be a theme, a common theme amongst here. On
Yes.
Facebook, it's at gomomshi.com. Just type that into the search and you will find you up there. And they can go over to Amazon to pick up a copy of Go Momshi. And I encourage you to go do this. I really do. If you're a new mom, you're thinking about being a mom, and you want to be a mom, I love that endearment, by the way. Totally love that endearment. And again, congratulations on being a bestseller. That must have been very, very exciting for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Totally. And that's in part working with Pashmina over at OAO. They're awesome
Yes.
at what they do, and so congratulations to you. I just have one more question for you, and that is, if you were to give something to the people that are listening, just a motivational piece of information, what would you tell everyone right now, either about being a mom, writing a book, any of those things? What would be your message to them right now?
My message is so simple. You do you. You know yourself better than anybody else.
Right.
So don't let the society or the people around you dictate your motherhood journey. You create your own journey, whatever that works for you and for your family.
That's beautiful. And there's no question in my mind that you are an amazing role model. There's no question in my mind that your next book coming out will also be a bestseller. You'll have to come back and tell us all about it. I want to thank
Thank
you for
you.
taking time to be with us. We're in different time zones, so I'm really thrilled that we were able to do this the way we did it.
Yes.
I want to also thank our audience. You have a choice as to where you spend your time, and you chose to spend it with Victoria and I today. And we thank you for that. We are very grateful for that. So go out, give somebody an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next episode of The Author Spotlight. Goodbye, everyone.